unlock the quantum law of being and transform your reality? What if I told you that your entire life, everything you see, feel, experience, and believe is not just happening to you, but is actually being created by you at a level far deeper than your conscious mind can perceive? That's not just spiritual fluff. It is the foundation of one of the most powerful and least understood truths of our universe, the quantum law of being. Unlike the law of attraction, which has been popularized in recent years, the quantum law of being doesn't just deal with what you want or what you think. It focuses entirely on who you are. Because the universe doesn't respond to your desires, it responds to your state of being. This video will reveal how your identity at the quantum level is the engine of your entire reality and how you can shift that identity to align with your highest, most abundant, most awakened version of self. And listen carefully. What you'll learn here can change the way you manifest forever. So make sure to watch this video until the end, because I'll be sharing a powerful resource in the description that can help you unlock your full quantum potential. And while you're here, don't forget to click that subscribe button and activate the bell icon so you never miss a single insight that could shift your entire reality. The quantum law of being teaches that you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. That phrase may sound poetic at first, but when you grasp the depth of its meaning, it becomes revolutionary. Everything in the universe is made of energy. You, me, your thoughts, your emotions, your memories, they all vibrate at specific frequencies, and those frequencies act like a beacon, broadcasting a message to the quantum field that says, "This is who I am." And in turn, the quantum field matches that frequency by organizing your external reality to reflect your inner one. It's not a moral judgment. It's not karma. It's just resonance. If you're constantly feeling unworthy, anxious, or doubtful, then your vibration is aligned with lack, and the universe, being precise, mirrors that vibration back to you. What's even more fascinating is that this isn't just spiritual wisdom, it's backed by science. Quantum physics has shown us that particles don't exist in a fixed state until they are observed. This phenomenon, known as the observer effect, implies that reality is not just something we live in, but something we're actively shaping with our awareness. Consciousness influences matter. That means you're not a passive participant in life. You are a conscious creator. Every emotion you feel, every belief you hold, every self-concept you repeat is sending out a wave into the quantum field, collapsing possibilities into outcomes. And this is the bridge where science meets spirituality. Ancient traditions have said for centuries, "As within, so without." The Bible says, "Be transformed by the renewing of your mind." The Buddha taught that what you think, you become. These were not metaphors. These were quantum mechanics explained through intuition. So, how do you actually align with the quantum law of being? It begins with awareness. You have to become radically honest about who you are being every single day. Not what you're doing, not what you're saying, but who you're embodying. Are you showing up in life as someone who expects abundance, or are you still subtly living in survival mode? Are you holding on to the identity of the wounded, the rejected, the one who struggles? Or have you begun to embody the version of you who already has the peace, love, and wealth you desire? The law is clear. Reality doesn't change until identity does. So your first mission is to become aware of the energy you're rebroadcasting and take full ownership of it. From that awareness, the next step is embodiment. You must begin to live, breathe, and act as if you are already the version of yourself who has the life you dream of. This isn't about pretending or faking it, it's about frequency alignment. If you want wealth, you must feel abundant before the money comes. If you want love, you must generate the vibration of love before the relationship appears. You cannot manifest from lack and expect fullness. The quantum field responds to who you are, not who you wish you were. This means you have to reprogram your inner world not by force, but by feeling. Feeling is the language of the subconscious mind, and it is your emotional state that sends the clearest signal to the universe. This is also why most people fail at manifestation, because deep down, they're trying to get something from a place of believing they don't have it. They affirm abundance while still identifying as someone who is broke. They visualize love while still feeling unlovable. This mismatch creates interference in the quantum signal. The universe hears both voices and responds with confusion, mixed results, delays, or nothing at all. To truly activate the quantum law of being, you must become the frequency of what you desire. There is no shortcut. You have to live in the energy of your future. Now, you collapse time by collapsing your old identity. You stop waiting for the external world to give you permission, and you start broadcasting the new signal. Let's make this practical. Think of a goal you deeply desire: more money, better health, a meaningful relationship. Ask yourself, what version of me already has this? How does that version think? How do they feel when they wake up in the morning? What are their daily rituals, their beliefs, their posture, their energy? Then start living like them now. You don't have to wait for a new job or a spiritual retreat to become this person. The quantum field doesn't operate on the calendar. It operates on frequency. The moment you shift your vibration, you begin attracting the experiences that match it. That's why so-called miracles happen. That's why breakthroughs appear when people say, I just finally decided to be someone else. Because the universe always responds instantly to identity. And yes, this works even if your past was filled with struggle, even if you've made mistakes, or feel broken, or carry pain. None of that matters to the quantum field. There's no judgment there, only vibration. You're not limited by your past. You're limited by yourself. And the moment you rewrite that concept, the moment you say, I am no longer that version of me, the universe recalibrates. This is why healing matters. Not because pain is wrong, but because unhealed identity keeps you anchored to frequencies that no longer serve your expansion. When you heal, you don't just feel better, you become better. Your new identity emits a new signal, and the field answers accordingly. Let's look at real-life examples. Maybe you've noticed people who seem to attract love, success, or abundance with ease. It's not luck, it's identity. They've become someone who expects blessings on, so they receive them. Their identity is programmed for alignment. On the other hand, people who continually struggle or repeat patterns of sabotage are not cursed. They're simply stuck in an identity loop. Their beliefs, emotions, and self-image are replaying an old frequency, and the universe, being loyal to vibration, mirrors it back without judgment. The key to shifting this is simple but powerful. Change who you are being. And here's the most empowering truth. You can do that right now. Identity is not fixed. You can rewire your self-perception through repetition, intention, and emotional embodiment. You can meditate on your future self. You can journal as them, speak as them, dress as them, make decisions as them, and most importantly, feel as they would feel. Because when your internal state becomes indistinguishable from the life you want, that life has no choice but to emerge. This is not fantasy. This is quantum causality. You become it and it becomes real. So where do you go from here? You start by letting go of the need to chase. You stop looking for signs and start becoming one. You don't wait for proof. You become the proof. The quantum law of being is already working in your life. You just haven't been using it consciously. But now that you know the truth, you can begin crafting your identity with purpose, integrity, and vision. You can let go of the scarcity persona and step into the soul who knows abundance is natural. You can stop being a seeker and become a creator. Because the power you've been searching for has never been outside of you. It has always been inside your state of being. If this message resonated with you, it's because your higher self is waking up. The version of you that lives in truth, alignment, and power is already alive, and it's time to fully activate it. So take a deep breath, close your eyes, and ask yourself, who am I ready to become? Then don't just think it. Don't just say it. Be it. From this moment on. And if you're serious about stepping into the vibration of your highest self, click the link in the description below and explore the tool we've made available to support your transformation. It's your next step toward living in full quantum alignment. And before you go, make sure to subscribe, click the bell, and stay with us on this journey, because your reality is about to shift in ways you never imagined.